Somerset got back to winning ways in the NatWest T20 Blast by defeating Sussex in somewhat controversial circumstances in Taunton by 32 runs. Only 3 balls of the match have been bowled when rain took the players off, they finally returning to play an 8 and over per side game, even though conditions suggested that many umpires would not have bothered. Stephen Davis and Lewis Gregory made most of batting first by taking 27 runs off the first 2 overs. Gregory was out at the start of the third, finding Will Beer in the deep off George Garton, work in the outfield often difficult due to the wet. Corey Anderson was promoted to number 3 and was soon tucking into Chris Jordan, 44 for 1 the total at the halfway stage of this shortened innings. Anderson made a very handy contribution, the next over bringing the Kiwi another couple of boundaries at the expense of Garton, who was also deposited into the crowd by Davis as the left-hander raced to 25 from a dozen deliveries. But next ball he was out, Garton and Beer combining again to take the total onto 63 for 2 after 5. David Wies's 1 over in the match cost his team 17 runs, Anderson clearing the rope again, and his third maximum came at the start of the penultimate over at the expense of Jordan. Roelof van der Merwe also struck the ball well in adding 35 runs in 16 balls with his partner. The total at 98 with 2 deliveries to go when he was taken behind by Ben Brown for a sprightly 16. Anderson making 41 off only 17 balls to take Somerset to 102 for 3 after their allotted 8 overs. Sussex did not seem too happy to chase as the rain became heavier and heavier, even though Chris Nash tried to put that out of his mind by taking 9 off the opening over of the reply, the target set at 104 by Duckworth Lewis. Nash had faced all 7 balls when he found Gregory in the deep off Craig Overton to leave with all 9 runs on the scoreboard. In spite of the weather, on the game went and Stiaan van Zyl struck an important 6. The Sharks onto 25 for 1 after 3, needing 79 more from 5 overs. But the 4th over pretty much ended the game as a contest. Laurie Evans was stumped off Max Waller for 5, before a clearly disgruntled Ross Taylor was LBW to the leg spinner in an over which brought 2 wickets and cost only 2 runs. Waller was placed over the rope by Van Zyl, but the rain had made batting difficult, some perhaps mystified that the match had got this far. Somerset didn't care, of course. 60 runs were required from the last 2 overs, and then Wiese holed out to Waller off Overton, gone for 4 at 44 for 4. That left 53 runs to get off the last 6 balls of a less than satisfactory cricket match. Van Zyl plundered 16 runs off Gregory, but it was much too late for the Sharks, who in spite of winning the toss must have felt that they got the raw deal in the end, Sussex finishing on 71 for 4. That meant a defeat by 32 runs, the visitors now sitting at the foot of the South Group table, although they are only 3 points away from the top 4. Somerset move up to 2nd place. They're next in action in the West Country Derby on Friday in Bristol, while Sussex entertained Surrey the day before.